Howdy. Hello. So, I'm up here
Metaphors speak for
in
themselves.
Easybreeze. I've been just making a picture like somewhere around there. You know, about the island. The island. Up in the sky. Maybe I shouldn't run through the entire map on foot. Okay, so there is this thing. Probably not. I mean, I don't know if it's probably not voiced, probably not anything. It's just like a. It will be the next one, you know, that will be voiced in after the update. This is like a preview of the update. I think it's a mini game, as far as I know, but we'll see what they are talking about. And then after Nicole. What's this frisky little Asha doing here? Bennett? Oh, hey, it's Pigeon and Paimon. Hello. Bouncy Asha. Back at the resort for vacation, Bennett? Uh-huh. Pigeon might recall that I wrote you two a letter to let you know that. A few months ago, I finally saved up enough money from all my well-paying commission, and I finally managed to invite my dads and friends to the Easybreeze holiday resort for a proper getaway. So, his bad luck is actually gone because he's making money, good money, as he says. Okay, my dads were really pleased to see that my streak of bad luck has almost fully ended at Natlan. So yes, you definitely have to share good news like this with everyone, Bennett. That's fantastic news. It feels so good to hear it no matter how many times you say it. Oh, if only we met you two last week. We would all have... We could all have had a meal together or something. I was saying that meals got to wait till you two come over to Mondstadt again. When you come, we'll find somewhere super safe and have a safe adventuring cave dinner together. So you cannot ask us out for dinner here in Natlan. Just in Mondstadt. Whatever. Hold up, Bennett. Are you saying that your dads and friends are gone and you're here at the resort by yourself now? Yeah, my dads were actually having a really good time here when they received news that Miss Diana at Cat's Tail Tavern would be away on a business trip for quite some time. So rather than extend their vacation, they decided to return to Mondstadt as originally planned. That way, they'll be able to get in a few more of Miss Diana's special drinks before she goes on her trip. But don't you worry, I'm not stranded here because of a delay or lost boat ticket or anything. I'm staying to help out a few friends. We were fishing by the sea when we ran into a few ashes known as colorists that appeared to be in some kind of tricky situation. Based on my experience from before, I guessed I guess they were looking for some extraordinary treasure. Since these Asha are known as colorists, the treasure they were looking for must be some kind of super awesome color paint, some kind of really precious color paint. That's right, aside from painting surfaces everywhere they go, the Ashas also love to seek out color paints for their personal collections. The colorist Ashas have discovered a very special color paint in some secret realm. It's a kind of free-roaming paint. And like the crystal fly, these colors are always moving around all over the place. The colorists have no idea how to catch them. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let us help too. Let's go to that place and see what's going on. It is always a pleasure to help out an Asha in need. Want something special for your collection? We are the ones to go. Yay! Great, let's give the colorists a hand together then. I just follow your lead in this. I really hope these ushers can get a hold of the most marvelous colors so they can mix the most radiant dazzling hues and continue spreading their unique brand of joy. Yay! In kaleidoscopic color chase, roaming paintballs will actively move away from the traveler. Make use of this characteristic to team up and direct them into a color collection, into the color collection zones to accrue team collection progress. So it matters which ones in which. When roaming paint balls come into contact with colors produced by the big die pool or Asha colors, their hues will change to match the corresponding colors. Additional color bursts triggered by characters using the paint blast trampolines to paint to jump into the air, and colors released by puff and paint joy puddles can also change the color of the roaming paintballs. When the traveler directs roaming paintballs that have changed hues into color collection zones of the same color, they accumulate phase progress. When progress is full, the next phase will begin and the challenge arena will change. When you gain temporary attraction bonus, you will gain a temporary attraction bonus after completing 2 phases. While this bonus is active, nearby roaming paintballs will move toward you. Sometimes roaming paintballs will also enter a special vibrant mode, and this time, should you move these balls into a collection zone, they will all be regarded as having the same color as set collection zones. Alright. Match. Oh, I so much hate. Why does this need to be a multiplayer? Are we together or against each other? Oh, wait. What? Whatever. Okay, so I was like, let me out. Okay. How much of these do I need to gather? Fuck hell. It says I was like figuring out, but you know, it's like it wasn't a race. It wasn't point collecting. It wasn't anything basically. So it's not gonna be my. I will need the rewards and that's it. But it's not even much. That's like 200. Oh, so there's a main progress. So that means that it's 400. There is not a weapon or anything. It's completing like each of them. And this gathering 5,000. Okay. At one point. That was more than enough of this madness. Let's go back to Notcray. Back to the Witch's Lodge. And let's see the end of the story. Yay! I mean, this should be the end of the story, right? I'm curious if there will be a reveal of some sorts.
This must be the final door, right? Let's hurry up and find Nicole!
Let's find Nicole!
Look at the time! What am I going to do now? They'll be here any minute.
We are already here.
Hello, Nicole! We're here! Hey! Why are you pushing us out?
Oh dear, oh dear. I'm sorry about this.
Aren't you ready yet?
Oh, how should I put this? Oh, blast. I'm afraid I can't explain it very clearly. I'll have to tell you the whole story.
Oh, of course. But I'm glad.
It all started the first time the mages challenged the Animo Archon.
Oh.
Nicole, that's way too long ago!
And I'm all here for it.
Oh, this isn't fair. It's so embarrassing that you'd end up having to hear this from my own mouth. No, it can't be helped. The facts are the facts. Just so long as Alice doesn't hear about this, there's no reason for anyone to laugh.
Oh dear. Her inner monologue's leaking out again. Besides, it's not really coming from her own mouth.
I decided to hide the feathers at the top of the study. I figured if I made things harder, there'd be a greater sense of accomplishment.
And someone took those feathers.
But I'm really not very good at controlling these carefree eddies. I can only fly so high before I seem to hit an invisible ceiling.
What do you mean by that? I seem to hit an invisible ceiling.
Can't you use magic to bring the feathers back down?
Where would be the fun in that?
Yeah, this is part of it.
Oh, Paimon sees your point. Huh. That sure is a tricky one.
Okay, could you try saying something? What?
What do you want me to say?
In Simlanka, words are magic. What? No? I don't know what that means. Words are magic. Maybe you could say something that will become a staircase.
Oh, I get what you're saying. All right, I'll give it a try.
So not taking the feathers, but still using magic to make stairs.
Nicole, this is a dead end.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me, leave it to me, leave it to me.
You're just repeating yourself.
Well, it's still saying. But when she says new stuff, then you're telling her to not to. Ooh, whatever, worked. Didn't it? Do I need to touch that thing? Okay.
Let light shine the way ahead.
Oh, because it... What the frick? It's slippery. Oh, but it's moving. Oh, and I'm bad. But she definitely like runs a little bit when she shouldn't. Ah. What the freaking fucking It's freaking gaps.
Go up from here.
Oh. Okay.
Whoa! That gap's so big!
As I said, freaking gaps.
All things may serve as guides. The scriptures filled with names divine. The words and chapters intertwine, and angels act with deeds aligned. In this sacred place, let words forge the path ahead.
So that rhyme was like made up in the spot.
See? All taken care of.
But the thing is that nowadays words are creating reality. Words are the magic in this place. Let's put a lid on that. It will come back later, I think. It came back. I mean, we learned that a few times by now, in few instances. But I think it's like the mages work like that. There were mages who definitely were like focused on that, but even the rest, they are just like thinking or saying stuff, and things become reality.
Treasure! Woohoo! This is so much fun! But Paimon's head really is pounding. Seriously, did Nicole actually need to shout that loud just to make those stairs appear?
Was that shouting?
What's this? Complaining now, are we? Aren't you worried a powerful mage like me might snap her fingers and turn those new trinkets into turnips?
Paimon didn't mean anything by it. Come on, don't take it to the heart.
I'm only joking with you. You should know I'm not the silent, sulking sort of angel that keeps track of every little slight. And so, when their day of reckoning finally arrived, the Traveler and Paimon ascended the 7-tiered steps to find a familiar figure awaiting them.
Whoa, ho, 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 hey, hey, ho, hey, 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 oh, this is a little bit too much on the nose. Oh. Wait. Wait. When their day of reckoning finally arrived, Pigeon and Paimon ascended to Celestial, the 7 tiered steps, the 7 nations, to find a familiar figure awaiting them. A familiar figure. Now, two ways. Because it could be a familiar figure that someone in the game that we know about is like dormant as the Heavenly Principles, but then it wouldn't be the Traveler and Paimon. Maybe it's okay, but so Paimon could be the Heavenly Principles. It could be that it's not the Heavenly Principles, but someone working there, you know. So familiar figure awaiting them. It might not be the destination, but also it could be that the Heavenly Principles in the age of when it was an AI, if it is, it could be. You know, it's very likely that that they are a familiar figure. But my first thought was definitely that someone is actually disguising themselves as someone else, but they are actually the Heavenly Principles. But I did not think of Paimon at first. That's the thing. But my second thought was that hey, it could be Paimon, even though, because Paimon would find herself as a familiar figure if there would be like a mirror for her, you know, a revelation or something that would make her awake, if she is. But she's definitely connected. She might not be the entirety of it. Okay, we'll see.
Radiant flames converged to form wings upon her back. Her figure remained as noble and beautiful as the day they first met. Yet her eyes now shone with a cruel light.
Well, the wings is Renova. But there wasn't a figure remained as noble and beautiful as the day they first met. Well, Alice can come into mind. Arlecchino as well.
But why? Asked the Traveler and Paimon in unison.
That's a good one. I really like that Nicole is like, most of the time she's not even smiling. You know, she has this kind of expression, like contemplating all the time, like worrying.
It all started the day Paimon complained that I shouted too loudly.
Huh. Now, at this point, she's talking about herself.
Hey! Words are magic here, don't you know? Don't say such scary things!
But that was the end of it. But there's a new quest. She outside? There's a final chest, maybe? That sudden look at us. Look at that, look at us. Okay, what do you mean?
Welcome back. But it's not time for a drawn-out, deeply emotional, tearful goodbye just yet. After all, you haven't finished your tour of my little lodge.
Paimon could swear we've been in all the rooms already.
That's everywhere, but not every pen.
Well, I never actually said there were no secret hidden rooms, did I? Us mages like our little fancies, you know. You should be used to this by now.
That I realized.
This
already.
way, if you please.
What? Hey. Hey. But this one is not the Temple of Space. It's very similar. The same structures, but...
Oh, it's beautiful. Nicole, did you use your magic to transport us somewhere else again?
Of course not, Paimon. You're still very much in my lodge. But who's to say my lodge can't also contain this beautiful world? As one of the fixed observation points for changes in the world, I require it to have excellent visibility. Just as a sculptor needs a chisel, a writer needs both pen and ink.
As one of the fixed observation points for changes in the world, I require it to have excellent visibility. Just as a sculptor needs a chisel, a writer needs both pen and ink.
My achievements in those two fields of art may well be up for debate, but when it comes to my main line of work, I take things very seriously indeed. The fate of Tivat has been shaken more and more frequently as of late. I'm sure you felt it too.
I mean, we've been witnesses of them all.
Sometimes I can't help but think, if I still had the form, power, and abilities I once possessed, I'd be able to do so much more than I can right now. But I soon shake those thoughts from my head. If things were how they were before, I'd have so many more restrictions placed on me by the heavens.
Restrictions.
The thought of having that many things I can't even talk about makes it seem like a terrible trade-off. I mean, how would I tell stories without the freedom to say what I want? That's why I've never once regretted the price I paid, or any of the choices I've taken. I wanted to become human, to live like a regular person. But such a life is a luxury. I can't forget that I'm an angel.
Now, what tasks, what job is that right now in this era?
Even if I were stuck being an angel in silence, I'd still fulfill my duties. Defending civilization. Defending life. Oh dear. Have I started talking too seriously again? Perhaps it's because of where we are.
This could very well be Celestia, as she was talking about it at the beginning. But I mean, not the Celestia. Celestia. It's more like the island that we see.
I'm actually quite happy with my angelic side. You could even say I'm proud of it.
So you should be. You don't get involved much, but when you do, we all know we're in safe hands.
You deserve to be proud.
You really feel that way? As long as you see me as someone to rely on, then I know I'm doing a fantastic job. It's getting late. Here, take my blessings and continue on your adventure. Never be afraid of losing your way, and never forget you have an angel watching over you.
And that's smug. That's smug. Those smug faces, I would say. Another finish?
I understand if you want to stay a while. After all, the scenery here exists only in my memories. You won't find it anywhere else.
But can be returned if we leave? I mean, this is actually just a scenery. But because someone said that how many Neas there are, but at one point, but like years ago in a video, and I believed it. But looking at these, it's like if these are, I mean, these are not. They have different appearance, but these could very well still be Celestianias. Not all of them. Like that one, and that one. Like it seems like they are towers, but as if they have no function. Just towers for the sake of being towers. Now the question is, if I exit, hello?
Unbelievable.
What happened?
Mr. Nine has refused to help me write my masterpiece. She said, it might be best if you wrote this one yourself, considering the highly complex world building. I cajoled and pestered her all I could, but it was to no avail. Believe me, I'd finish it myself if I could. That was my intention from the beginning. I wanted to finish a work of my own to prove a point to her, but it didn't work out. The moment the ending popped into my mind, my creative drive was extinguished. You two may well be the only people in this world to ever hear the tale of Nicola Coco, the mage from Planet Meow. So please, do not forget her, and do not forget her adventures.
In the meantime, I thought that, believe me, I'd finish it myself if I could. So Mr. Nine has refused to help me write my masterpiece. Someone refused to help. So let's talk as if Nicole is Phanis here. Help me write my masterpiece. Someone, Mr. Nine. So Nine might have something to do with it. She said it might be best if you wrote this one yourself, considering the highly complex world building. Said Mr. Nine. I cajoled and pestered her all I could, but it was to no avail. So try to convince them, but it didn't work. So believe me, I'd finish it myself if I could. That was my intention from the beginning. As I'm saying Phineas about world building, I wanted to finish a work of my own to prove a point to her. It could be the Mr. 9, and also this could be another her. Because Mr. 9 and her, that doesn't fit very well. But it couldn't be about the twins either. But it didn't work out. So this might be someone else entirely in the story. Maybe someone that we heard about, but maybe we did not make a connection because my own to prove a point to her. It's either a dispute or like a emotional attachment to somebody, but it didn't work out. The moment the ending popped into my mind, my creative drive was extinguished. Maybe that's forbidden knowledge. It can fuck up everything it touches, but or anyone who gets that kind of knowledge. But more like this part is the moment the ending popped into my mind, my creative drive was extinguished. So maybe creative drive might have been the good intentions of the world building, helping and saving humanity. But as soon as in some way, maybe by somebody who can travel freaking time, they know the ending, or as we learned recently, that everything in the world, in the universe was heading towards an inevitable end. It's probably caused by the abyss, but in a way that it could be for a long time or whatever. And Tevat might become the reason how that fate will be overcome. So that could actually be why this unchanging eternity. So the entirety of Tevat is doing what A was doing in Inazuma. So if somebody knows, not necessary, so it might not be even a rule, but if she was Phanes or anyone whom she impersonates here, and when they figure out the ending, then they lose motivation. They lose ambition. They lose their vision. You two may well be the only people in this world to ever hear the tale of Nicola Coco, the mage from Planet Meow. So that's what I'm saying. That this is a made-up character that she's talking about. But so definitely an impersonation. But the main character here is Nicola Coco from Planet Meow. So please do not forget her, and do not forget her adventures. So back to being Phanes, you two may well be the only people in this world, Paimon and the Traveler, to ever hear the tale of the heavenly principles, the this, or maybe the sustainer or whatever, not just the tale of her, but the tale of the entirety of Tevat. So here, that's why the mage from Planet Meow, it like kind of means that with the world building, if you learn about Nicola Coco, then you learn about the planet, and learning about the planet might be the more important part here. So please do not forget her, and do not forget her adventures, all the adventures that we are going through, all the history that we are learning, everything that we learn it and we will remember it. That is the most important thing, because that probably will be used just as Garia will be brought back by our twin. It will be used as bringing Tawad back to reality with changed fate that will result the Abyss not being able. So if that's the case, then what Phaenis is doing here in Tawad would be a necessary good thing for survival, actually. If that's the direction they are going, then yeah. I mean, it was kind of always an option that it's that necessary because of that. There will be still turns on the way, but this might be what this is about. These few sentences, these might be the most important, or maybe I'm talking into it something, but it's like everything fits with what we know. And Nicole likes to impersonate, I mean, in these ways, like act up, you know, having her fun. And that's all she said. Alright. Okay, what I wanted to check. I think we can visit this like every time. It's not even, there's not even a door. This is here for always. Okay, we cannot jump down. We cannot climb up. Something, I'm really sure, something will happen here. There will be a scene. There will be a scene that will happen here. Mark my words. Okay. I guess at this point I'm right about what I usually say, and rarely am I right about it, but this is going to be the end of a quick stream. She's not there anymore.
Building my mage's lodge was quite a rewarding experience. But as everyone knows, any mage worth her salt owns more than one garden. It's time to pick a new location, I think.
So you've got several homes? Me just working in mysterious ways?
There is actually a very simple reason for it. If I only ever built one home, I might have to wait forever before someone stumbles in by mistake.
Wait. So let's use the same thing. Nicole plays Phaenis. Building my mage's lodge, you know, Tewat, was quite a rewarding experience, but as everyone knows, any mage, any descender, any, like, you know, civilization member that that is like builds on survival, worth her salt owns more than one garden. It's time to pick a new location, I think. So could it be that would fit with my thing? Yeah, that the Phaenis and the Heavenly Principles might not be the same. the heavenly principles might be the AI. It functions and whatnot. The heavenly principles lost their functions after the battle with Nibelung. Most of their functions. So yeah, the heavenly principles is like and probably not just one, because if you look at what happened in the Temple of Space, there were two Watchers. One of them who went rogue, the other one who went tried to fix it, trying to find someone who could get there and fix it. So there might have been two AI. One of them went rogue. And maybe those AIs are attached to a twin. You know. I will have to look at the description of the clothing quickly. Because it could be that one of the AI that was attached to our abyssal sibling, that was the corrupted one, and our sibling lost their memories and and their intentions changed and whatnot, and we are the other ones with Paimon, the same kind of AI. So it might not be that they are the heavenly principles, they are just the same kind of AI construct or whatever. And the Phanes might have left to another home. Because they might have had multiple versions of Tebats. Huh.
Not that I'm looking to build a bustling tourism hotspot or anything, but it would be a little embarrassing if no one ever visited at all. It'd be a bit like spending days preparing for an extravagant birthday banquet, only for no one to show up on the day.
It sounds like an invitation.
And that is why I must expand my territory. A mage's power and might must be witnessed by the outside world, if only once in a while. Building my mage's lodge was there is actually a very simple reason for it.
Yeah, same answer.
Not that I'm looking to build, and that is why I must expand.
That's still conquering. That is still conquering, especially when using the word where that's already occupied, which might have been the difference in Tebat, and which might be the reason why here the fate diversion might work. Alrighty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I mean, that's a cool place still. I think I'm gonna finish it right here, since there's like nothing else to do, and also I just wanted to jump in, do this quest, do this part, analyze it a little bit. I mean, I got what I wanted. I checked out the Easybreeze thing. That's crap because it's multiplayer. But if somebody enjoys it, then enjoy it. No worries about it. For me, this is it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.